The hidden grass village, a shadowy place of treachery and survival, was a village like any other in structure, a leader, a hierarchy, and constant struggles to maintain power. Its kusakaj, however, was far from the imposing figures of other villages. A small, frail man with an unassuming demeanor, he relied on cunning and manipulation to keep his village afloat amid constant siege. Zabuza Momochi and Suzumebachi sat in his office, the tension in the room palpable. Zabuza leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, his patience wearing thin. Suzumebachi, on the other hand, was unusually quiet, stealing occasional glances at Zabuza when she thought he wouldn't notice. She found him fascinating, his strength, his ruthlessness, his absolute lack of pretense. Of course, she would never say as much. The kusakej finally clapped his hands, breaking the silence as he set a stack of battle reports aside. "Well, well," he said, his voice light but filled with the calculated tone of a man who never said anything by accident. "You two are doing amazing work. I wish all our battles went this smoothly." Reaching for a pipe, he began stuffing it with tobacco, his gnarled fingers moving methodically. "Have you two given thought about joining our village permanently?" It wasn't the first time he'd brought it up. For weeks now, he had been dropping hints, casually suggesting they and their people settle down in the grass village. Both leaders had declined each time, their ambitions and loyalties lying elsewhere. "I'm sorry, but no," Zabuza said bluntly, his voice cutting through the room like his blade through flesh. "Me and my people are just passing through." "As are mine," Suzumebachi added, her voice calm but resolute. The kusakaj sighed theatrically, lighting his pipe and taking a deep puff. "Very well," he said, exhaling a plume of smoke. "You can't blame an old man for trying." He leaned back in his chair, his sharp eyes glinting behind the haze of smoke. "In that case, I have another task for you both. We need to escort 2 assets to the front lines at the rain front. The rain village has been relentless, and we've taken heavy casualties. Your assistance there would be invaluable." With a casual motion, he dropped 2 heavy bags onto the desk, the unmistakable clink of coin echoing in the room. It was clear payment for the mission, payment that neither Zabuza nor Suzumebachi could ignore. "We'll need all your people on this mission," he continued. "The rain ninjas are a rowdy bunch, and this will be no easy task. Meet at the village gates at first light." The 2 leaders exchanged glances, then nodded in unison. They both stood and turned to leave, their silence in agreement that no further words were necessary. As they stepped out of the kusakage's office, the sound of his pipe puffing behind them, Zabuza glanced briefly at Suzumebachi. "Your people better keep up," he muttered. She smirked, her confidence unshaken. "Just don't get in our way, demon of the mist." The faintest hint of a smirk tugged at Zabuza's lips, but he said nothing. Together, they disappeared into the misty streets of the grass village, their next bloody mission already weighing on their minds. Behind them, the kusakage exhaled another plume of smoke, his mind calculating how long he could keep his precarious alliances intact.